Going live, you're live! Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be revisiting Jedi Survivor, so Jedi Survivor patch 9. We're going to be looking at the patch notes in a second. How are you guys doing? Welcome. So I basically played this game on day 1, then I forgot it existed, and then we got a few patches. And this one removed the Nuvo, so I was super interested in checking it out. How's it going, guys? Welcome. Also, by the way, thanks to EA for providing a code. Since the first day the game came out, they gave me a code, I think a few hours before it came out, so I was able to play it a little bit before, but I just chose to play it at the same time. So patch 9, let's talk about it. Hiro, Marco Antonio Barra Bermeo, todo bien? Hi, engulfing lighting. They have worsened performance on 10 series GPUs. That's weird. How's it going? Yeah. Apparently they killed Ryunix. So thanks Nintendo for killing another great emulator. Yeah, maybe they want to beat the PS2 when it comes to sales on the Switch, but at least if you have the emulator already, you probably won't have any issues whatsoever, because it's very mature. It's around, the Switch is about to die, basically, when it comes to being the new kid in the block. It's been a while. So the compatibility should be pretty good. Still, it's kind of a shame most people won't be able to use it. Yeah, Denuvo-less. Now there's no Denuvo. So, frame rate improvements, this doesn't say anything. Fix several sources of frame rate hitching. Awesome. Ray tracing has been optimized for CPU usage, blah, blah, blah. We have a few that can do ray tracing, but really not entirely sold on the ray tracing. Fixes for performance related using mouse as gameplay input. I have a mouse, but I'm going to be using this Xbox controller. The optimizing game file screen has been optimized. That's ironic. I cannot see speed increases for multiple CPU cores. Yeah, mouse and keyboard. The Nuvo DRM has been removed. Perfection. So yeah, this is the 9th patch. Again, I haven't played this game in like 7 months, I think. So let's give it a shot. Hey guys, Mohamed 6815, love from India, love from Uruguay, Mr. Apex Ravan. Somehow the Nuvo version performs better on 1650. Makes sense. I mean, it should have less stuff to do in the background, so. In this one, what I'm going to focus on is getting to the second planet. I barely played this game due to its performance. I think you can see how many hours ago you saved the progress. Well, we're going to find out. When was the last time I saved? It's going fine. What about yours, Tab 10? A lot of lag when a cinematic starts. Okay. You play through Game Pass, gotcha. Yeah, we're going to try all that stuff. It's going to be interesting. First, let's disable the music though. I need to make sure I don't get shafted by by copyright. One sec. Okay, music is disabled, awesome. So when it comes to settings, let's see if anything changed. Okay, it's the classic UE4 settings. VSync disabled, of course. We want to see all the glorious screen tearing. Okay. So I'm basically using a mix of medium and low with FSR2 on quality. Remember to restart the game in order for this to apply. Sometimes it's kind of broken. So yeah. I just lowered textures, VFX, and foliage. I kept the post-processing on medium to have a little bit extra for the cinematics, but that's about it. And 1080p is the resolution. So yeah, without much further ado, let me see what I have. Okay, I have 1 hour of gameplay. Okay. This was saved in the 24th of May of 2023. January, February, March... April 2023. So it's been a while. Let's start from the first part. So the last time I played this game was over a year ago, it seems. Textures have lower in 4 gigs of VRAM, not surprising. Okay, so here we're actually hanging.
That was a close one, buddy.
But I wanted to see the first level as well without the interrupting first section. What? Okay. Somehow I failed. So first I wanted to see this, then arrive into the second planet, and we'll see what happens. Already finished this game. My god, this game is a puzzle simulator. Had to look up on YouTube, walk through so many missions and puzzles. Well, sometimes it happens. In some of the Tomb Raider games, it was something like that for me. In the older ones. The newer ones, the puzzles a little bit easy. But in games like this, I'm more usually into having good combat. Super bummed about Unix being taken down. Yeah, frick Nintendo. To the surprise of no one. Yeah, textures are dog shit at 4 GB of VRAM. I mean, look at that. But it was to be expected. I mean, although they still load after a bit. Considering this came out on PS4 and Xbox One, we have a higher expectation now when it comes to how this game runs, I guess. VRAM Survivor. It's no longer CPU Survivor, it's now VRAM Survivor.
I can't open it. You don't have anything for it, do you?
Although I'm seeing multiple shadow casting lights, which is good. I'm pretty sure the PS4 version is below this one, but who knows. Maybe the low setting here is close. Okay. Jedi flip. Textures became shit after the patch. Earlier it was fine. Okay. Maybe they changed the way the game loads in stuff. Which would make a lot of sense. Maybe it was streaming everything in one go. Maybe that was one of the sources of stutters. Who knows? Although the frame times are way smoother. I'm on a cold shader cache, so I haven't played this game on this system since it came out. So there's been multiple GPU driver reinstallations since then. So again, I haven't played this since last year. You get while cutting artifacts when you pick a corner. Oh, the calling artifacts. Yeah. I saw that on many UE4 games actually, but in third person, I'm guessing it will be way more obvious in a third person game. I saw them on Witchfire. Meditate. You played on native 20 FPS with FrameGen, finished the game on 1050 Ti. You're a Giga Chad. Okay, yeah, I can really see the textures all around that ground. That's okay. Lunging Strike. By the way, again, I played very little of this game because the performance, at least for me, was so inconsistent. Also, I wanted to finish the first one. I'm almost at the end.
Let's move, BD.
I was like, okay, let's wait for patches, and would you look at that, a year later, de nouveau removal, like we would say in Hogwarts Legacy. What game are you currently playing on your free time? I'm playing a lot of Witchfire, actually. Witchfire, a game that, I mean, I already played it last year, but it's early access. And I've been playing a lot of it, actually. Oh, I forgot about this effect. This is cool. ¿Sacarlo en PS4 ayuda en algo? No tengo idea, supongo que sí. Some people are asking me in Spanish if getting a PS4 version helped. I'm not sure, but when it comes to the frame times, at least at the beginning, it's been better than it ever was, at least for me. Again, I haven't played this more than here on release. Then I stopped thinking about it. I completely forgot this game existed. While I heard it's a fantastic game, really the performance, I mean, I have a huge backlog. Why would I waste my time with a game that had so many issues? Toinks. Toinks, toinks. Boing. It's almost better to wait, especially in UE games. I mean, nowadays, I think that's true for almost every game. I mean, you wait a few months, and it's already discounted. I think there's no reason not to wait for a sale, unless you're a huge fan of that specific game that you want to play. I mean, there's so many games nowadays that they go on sale very quickly.
I'm in bad shape, buddy.
Hey, Darth Decimus, how's it going? It's been a while, huh? Since I played a Star Wars game. Without taking into account Star Wars Outlaws. These two atoms. Yeah, more stable frame times. Again, I haven't played this since it came out.
Hanging in there, BD?
So I'm going with a fresh mind to this one. I haven't increased the settings yet because, well, stuff will happen. Whoa, that 3D model was horrible though. Okay. Also, one thing that that was an issue for me when the game first came out was that the resolution wasn't the correct one. I was playing without FSR and it was like 50% resolution or something stupid like that. That seems to be fixed, but sometimes when you enable any upscaling, performance stays the same, so you have to restart the game. So there's still some bugs when it comes to that.
No gunships. Must be making mischief.
Let's not keep them waiting.
How does FSR look? It looks okay. I would actually use FSR on this one. It's fine.
That didn't work.
Either that or it's not enabled. Looks pretty good to me. There are some artifacts around the hair, but that's pretty common.
Think you can knock down that crate?
Worth a shot.
There we go. Okay. I waited 1.5 years, then I completed it, and after a week they fixed it. Happens to the best of us. That's hilarious. I mean, at that point there were already 8 patches, right? So it wasn't so bad.
Back on my feet. Sounds like a good teacher to me. Stormtrooper patrol.
Looking for us.
Better us than the yacht, yeah?
Let's increase the graphics to medium. Let's see if we can do anything better here. The textures, we're going to keep them the same. Just because, well, we're already VRAM limited. So let's call this medium with low textures. I don't know who vote is. So maybe I'm missing something. Okay, gotcha. No spoilers. Thank you. I trust everybody. Nobody would ever betray me. Oh, I remember this. The pixelated wall. Good times. I keep forgetting that I can double jump. But I'm noticing that the texture streaming thing, not sure if that was needed. The texture streaming seems to be slower. Not sure if originally the game was like that.
See that cable?
On it, Kestis.
You guys are telling me that it didn't have that bad textures before. I don't really know. It's been more than a year. Thanks, Elamogus. I'm doing fine, Tanjim. What about you, sir? Yeah, I'm trying to test as many games as I can.
Then we go through them.
Already when you are, Kestis.
And I wanted to revisit this one because I saw a lot of people asking for it, so I was like, okay, time to replay it. Actually play it.
I'm with you, Cal.
Because when it came out, let's just say... I mean, the performance spoke by itself. I'm noticing though that even on medium settings, the 3D models for the Stormtroopers are pretty low quality. I'm guessing it's similar to what's happening to those textures on 4GB GPUs.
Troopers coming.
Let's get the drop on it.
Yeah, Darth Decimus, that's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, before continuing, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, the 3D models don't seem to be loading properly either. They look very LOD characters. Again, we're on a 4GB GPU, but still, I think that's pretty funny. So let's go back. Yeah, when I'm close to them, it actually fixes itself.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you're using a 4GB GPU, this is not an issue. I'm pretty sure.
Here you, BD. Team effort.
The yacht's just over there.
And of course, the
But still,
construction.
it's pretty smooth now. At least, again, in this first area.
Let's try up that way.
Quit reading my mind, Jedi. Gotta be another route.
Yeah, we need help. Send money, please. Send me more VRAM. Please solder more VRAM into my GPU. Hey, augmented realism. It's been a while.
Alright, let's move.
I still wonder why this game is heavier than Cyberpunk. I mean, it's Unreal. It's a completely different engine. And it depends. If you're doing Path Race Cyberpunk, good luck.
Speaking of trouble, let's avoid that patrol.
Oh, that looks cool. Yeah, on Star Wars Outlaws they actually forced ray tracing because the game was made
All right, let's dance.
from the get-go with ray tracing. Which saves a lot of time but also is super heavy on the performance. So the difference is that in Outlaws, if you disable ray tracing, you get no lighting, I'm guessing. It will be a completely dark picture. On this one, you can actually tell that ray tracing was added later. That's why there's a PS4 version now. Although textures don't load properly on this GPU. I'm guessing it's because 4 gigabytes, but still. I don't remember this being a thing when the game first came out. No, I don't know anybody top 10. The game on PS5 still doesn't run perfectly. Yeah. I imagine that was the case. I mean, I remember that on PS5, the performance mode still had ray tracing on, which I thought was super stupid. And I still think that, but I think they also updated the performance mode to not have ray tracing. But the LODs here are hilarious for the characters.
There we go.
I think BD wants you to knock that down.
Yo, Abdullah Gamer! Even a Gigabyte sees very little for this game. We're going to find out in a bit.
Gotta get up there. Any ideas?
I'll have some ideas. This crate. Although the half-life. Out of the way, sir. But it was not too bad. Ray tracing, no ray tracing on performance mode. Yeah.
The Emperor turned the
I
Jedi
mean,
Temple
that should have been obvious since the first day. Who thought it was a good idea to keep ray tracing on even
And you can't stand the sight of anymore.
even on performance mode? Oof. On quality mode it does, but it literally drops from 30 FPS on Kovo in water. Yeah, Kovo will be
How long you been
interesting.
working with Saw Gerrera?
Not long. A few jobs.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
I tell you impressed him. That isn't easy.
I'm good at what
That's
I
also why this is a live stream.
do. That combination tends to open doors.
Oh, cool. Because I'm trying to get to Kovo to test the Steam Deck as well. They still need to fix the PS5 version. I mean, they're clearly still working on it. But I mean, it's been more than a year. That just tells you how far away they were from the finish line. Let's not forget GTA 6 will release on Xbox, imagine the performance. I have an Xbox Series S, so it will be interesting to try that. So I'll be here on day one with GTA 6, but on the Series S. They remove ray tracing and increased internal res with FSR2 on performance mode on consoles. Took them long enough. Try low setting plus medium textures. Now, I tried it before this live stream started actually. Textures are even blurrier on medium, funnily enough. And that's because we don't have enough VRAM. So it's a terrible idea, unfortunately. I'm all in for better textures, but yeah. Yeah, and I'm seeing that that culling, that geometry culling issue. Maybe that's one of the optimizations they did. When you're looking like at the edge of the geometry, like in the middle of the screen, as I turn around, geometry starts popping up. I'm guessing that's one of the optimizations. How's performance on 1050 Ti? I haven't tried it yet, but I'll be getting there in a bit. But in this map, it seems to be fine.
This place is a ghost town.
Coruscant's changed a lot over the last few years. These days, just being outside's asking for trouble.
Nice assist.
576p on Xbox One. Well, I mean, it's not the same 576p that you have without upscaling solutions. So if you have an Xbox One, I'll be happy that the game actually released there. I'm the guy that played Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and Call of Duty 4 on the Nintendo Wii, and I was very happy those games came out. So it's good for the Xbox One owners, in my opinion. Even if it is only 576p. I'm just glad they have it. Because nobody asked for it, let's be honest. After seeing how it ran on PS4 and on PS5 and Series X and Series S, they probably were not expecting this game to show up in last gen. Let me see if I have another save a little bit more ahead. You can play God of War Ragnarok because it won't run on CPU i5 below 4th gen. Well, that's pretty old, to be honest. To be fair, better said. Oh, I have one at Kobo. Let's see how much ahead am I in that level. Oh, okay. I forgot I got to this part, actually. Although those textures. Oh my god. Look at this. Wow. These are not textures. These are polygons. Okay, it's getting a tiny bit better, but if you look at stuff into the distance, oh my god. That's horrible. Jesus Christ. Look at this. Yes, it's made of clay. So let me quickly restart the game. And let's keep everything on medium like we were a moment ago. And let's keep FSR2 quality. I think that should be good. Definitely one of the textures of all time. Exactly, Sahindra. And also, the game crashed. Awesome. Of course, the EA launchers in the middle. I know about the bypass, but you say bypass audio won't work. What are you talking about? I'm confused. Excited for Silent Hill 2 and Until Dawn. I'm more excited for Until Dawn. Silent Hill 2, I'm a little bit optimistic because it improved quite significantly after the first trailer when it comes to visuals. I think they did a great job improving that, but still. I'm trying to be cautiously optimistic on that one. They call it Jedi Survivor because the player has to survive the crashes. Yeah, you're basically the Jedi. So yeah. But at 4 gigs of VRAM, yeah, I'm pretty sure this didn't happen on day one. So while the stutters seem to have improved quite significantly, the VRAM is a big problem. Maybe they're allocating more stuff on the VRAM to avoid stutters, maybe. Whoa, 2000 FPS, oh my god! It's optimized, we got 2000 FPS. Unbelievable. You bought Crew 2 for $0.6 here in India. You ended up refunding it, it's that bad. Jesus. I bought it and I have it on my library. Okay, textures are a tiny bit better now, but yeah. Look at those trees. Holy hell. Yeah, on 4 GB GPUs, it's a pass. And thank you so much, Sahendra, for the 20 Indian rupees donation. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Long time watcher of the channel, actually. You used to have your surname in your username. You can play Jedi Survivor on alt gen. What do you mean alt gen? I mean, you can play it on PlayStation 4, definitely, but on the 1650 with 4 gigs of VRAM seems to be an issue. So definitely the frame times are way better, at least for the little that I played. but the texture streaming at 4 gigs of VRAM doesn't seem to be great. So we'll see.
These don't look like any separatists I remember. Bedlam Raiders? What has Grease gotten himself into?
Yeah, I mean, some textures just refuse to load, I guess. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of pop-in as well.
Look at that thing. Grease sure picked an interesting place to live.
But some textures are not loading, actually, after a bit of time. But you can still notice its shortcomings. Maybe at 900p we get a better luck. Although on 1080p I was expecting way worse performance than this.
I forgot how much they talk.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the environment at least. That will be the minimum. Yeah, it takes quite a bit of time to load those assets. It's getting better, little by little.
That'll save some time.
Yeah, the grass is pretty blurry.
Another day, another droid crushed.
Doinks. Doinks. Can I try 720? Sure.
I think it's safe to say these droids have new
720 we should be able to even do native. Let me just save the progress very quickly and see if that fixes it.
We're sinking. Ugh, gotta move. That is a lot of tar. Be careful. Okay, so they explode. Good to know.
Okay, I'm seeing it.
This is really not pleasant.
Okay, that was a bad idea.
That doesn't sound good.
There we go. For some reason it wasn't grabbing it 100% of the time. FSR2 looks terrible in general. There are some good implementations, but those are pretty rare. Yeah, I'm not talking to that guy. If this is FSR quality, what is FSR performance? You don't want to know.
We're definitely getting closer. I think I see a way out. Just past that creature.
But those sections are not loading properly.
Is anyone there?
Maybe 900p makes more sense here. Yeah, Ryuni 6 is dead. Yeah. Rest in pepperonis, Ryunix. It was going to happen sooner or later, I guess. Still, it's pretty sad. Hope you guys have a backup of Ryunix. I have a backup of Yuzu. Keep forgetting that B is dodging and not A. Oops. He died a few hours ago. Yep. Quite a shame. Okay. Let's try something else. We're doing 900p. Then the view distance, let's increase it a bit. The shadows, let's keep them the same. The textures, let's keep them the same. And FSR2, let's disable it. Let's try native. But we're going to restart the game just to make sure everything is working correctly.
Focus.
Is it better now? It seems to be. Haven't seen much stutter even on 4GB GPU, but I'm not sure about that texture quality. Not sure if that was like that when the game came out. I think texture quality is quite a bit worse, actually. Excellent, Abdullah Gaming. Yeah, textures takes time to load. Tell you how much worse they could have been. Yeah, I mean, my guess, I'm just speaking from not knowing exactly. Maybe they put more stuff loaded on VRAM beforehand, so it doesn't need to load it very quickly. Hence the stutter, maybe. But if that means less stutter, whatever. Because of last gen console's release version, yeah. They released this on PS4 and Xbox One, actually. I don't know how they made it run on Xbox One, but here we are. So yeah, kind of crazy. Okay, 900p. Basically, low settings with high draw distance. I'm hoping now it actually loads properly, those textures. Maybe I'm asking for too much, I don't know. And we're on native resolution now, because we seem to be fine when it comes to GPU performance. Okay. Okay, textures in the distance still have trouble loading in, from what I'm seeing right now. Yeah. Those textures, bruh. Bruh. Oh, I have a shortcut. Let's die.
Gotta keep moving.
Oh, really? That wasn't meant. Oops. It's actually a tiny bit better now. But there's still very low quality textures. Yeah, there's probably a mirror or something somewhere for a Unix. Okay, if I'm looking into a distance here, I can clearly see the low texture quality. So I'm guessing on 4 GB of VRAM, that's what you're going to get. Which again, I do not remember this being the case when the game first came out. But before this, I clearly remember the stutter, which right now I'm not seeing it, in comparison to before, I mean. Oops, wrong button. There we go.
Use some help, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the environment, clearly things do not load on time. A 900p I think is acceptable.
I need to clear my mind.
PSSR, 4K upscale to 8K, so 8K performance.
We just need to find a way through here. Grease is gonna be surprised to see us, huh?
But yeah, looking at the ground, especially the first time you see the level, you're going to see lots of pop-in. You just have low quality textures right next to your face.
Hey, BD1.
Well, there we go. Yeah, I mean, if you look at these textures as well, you can notice. How much RAM does your PC have? All the details are in the description.
Call it in. Another one down. Ravis will want to know. Hell yeah.
Gone. Reduce 2 atoms.
I found something. It, seems to be close to him. That seems implausible.
Ah, that's an explosive, of course.
You're dead.
Look at that.
The bomb has been planted. Description doesn't have RAM info. Let me double check. Because I don't believe you.
I was trespassing.
Yeah, it does. Check again.
Tear him apart, droid. No mercy. Affirmative.
Yeah, I'm just missing the dodge button every time now.
Commando droid. Didn't miss these. I really need a stim. Way too close.
And I'm seeing also that calling, geometry calling thing. 32 megabytes of RAM. That's all I have. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have ray tracing, you won't see the RAM. The RAM will be completely invisible. It won't load properly, as you would say.
Stand up to me.
Unavailable income. Oh, hi there. There we go.
Hey, what have you found? You want to press it, right?
PSN requirements on PlayStation games? I mean, I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, if there were cross saves or something like that, sure, but making it mandatory for a single player game, I think is a stupid idea. They already showed that you can clearly not have a PSN account and play the game with the mod. So what are we talking about? Yeah, I think that it's a stupid idea. Here again?
These old dams aren't helping.
Yeah, the lightsaber looks great. I agree. Yep. True. Darth Decimus. You have no choice now. They force your hand.
Nice job.
Okay. So I need to go back there. So personally, in this case, what would I do with 1650? Basically these settings, about a 900p. On 1080p seems that the texture pop-in is actually more obvious, but at least you don't need upscaling for 900p so far. So we should be good. Just play it like this. To avoid. Texture pop-in will still happen, it seems. I don't remember this happening when the game first came out. But the stutter seems to be way better now. Trepang 2 DLC. Trepang 2 is a great game. I agree. Didn't even know there was DLC now. So now, yeah, it's time for more VRAM card. Let me get a little bit more ahead. Yeah, but that still doesn't load properly. Oops. Door is locked from the other side. All right.
Waiting, watching, always watching. I keep guard. Lucky you, right?
Right.
I expect you're exploring. Seeking treasure, seeking glory. As luck would have it, there might be some...
So yeah, let's go to more VRAM GPU. But so far, when it comes to stutters, it's been fine to me. This is still spawning bots. Yeah, they forgot to add shadows to grass. I think that's for the ray tracing exclusively, at least in this game. Which kinda makes sense.
Can't use this lift yet.
Sir?
My friends, did you see them?
No.
Oh,
Your friends are dead.
what? You might.
Dead friends. Yeah, please, give me a hint. I'm not paying attention. I'm guessing that explosive will do it. Order HyperX Cloud Flight Wireless today. It'll change your life.
Get going, BD1.
Wireless headphones are great. Yeah, no, that wasn't going to work. You should upgrade to 192 GB of RAM. Yeah, I need to install my games on my RAM. The funny thing is, I could probably do it. Needs more explosion. Yeah, HyperX ended world hunger.
That could be useful.
Any explosive that is closer to this, though.
Gotta get past this tar. That dam give you any ideas, BD? If we could blow up the dam, we can raise the tar level.
Oh, never mind. I think I saw it. Anyway, before jumping into that, let's go back. And yeah, textures are still not loading properly. They take a bit. Which honestly sucks, but hey, what can you do? 4 gigs of VRAM. Okay, gotcha, Mr. Cat. Yeah, my phone's RAM is close in amount to my PC's RAM.
Let's move, BD.
Sounds alright. Mastering only graphics or gameplay as well? Yes. I don't know. But gameplay, I think it would be nice to refresh every once in a while. Alright. Well, you can download more VRAM with Centeo. Yeah, technically right. Just got here? Nice. Welcome, sir. Meta Daniel. You hear Monster Hunter Wilds will be rough to run? Yeah, it'll be wild. Yeah, I mean, just putting frame generation in the requirements is a whole nother level of I don't trust this. It'll be fun if they actually remaster Splinter Cell properly. It'll be cool. StarCraft mineral cluster. I don't know if that's from StarCraft, but I got it. A friend printed it, and I was like, okay, thank you. Alright, 3050, let's go. CPU Survivor. Yeah, of course I'm still using the stock cooler. It's an Intel CPU, it will burn up anyway. Reminds me of the minerals. Yeah, I mean, to me it reminds me of those enemies in Dark Souls 1 that are right next to the entrance to the DLC. What? Sign in with your Jedi account. What is this? 2005? Look at these guys. What the hell? What? This is old school. What the hell? EA, what are you doing? Yeah, the crystal golems. Exactly. It's been a while. EA programming. Yeah. Yeah, the EA app is so trash. I agree. It's not trash, it's just garbage. Let's play on high on this one. Without ray tracing right now. I don't remember if they... Yeah, this game has DLSS. And when PC games were in CD, yeah. There were games that came out in CDs instead of DVDs because most people didn't have a DVD reader. Which game was it that I saw that had like 7 CDs? Well, GTA San Andreas, I think, was one of them. Yeah, it was nice when we had CD keys and all that stuff. That was funny. And to think those games, physical games now, I mean, my PC doesn't have a CD reader no more. You think I should upgrade your 9100F to a 12400F? Yeah, definitely. If you have the chance, I would. Should be a nice improvement. Yeah, I'm not putting it on Epic, I'm putting it on high. Hopefully it doesn't crash when I do this. Although it's frozen. Cool. Come on, game, you can do this. You're welcome. Yeah, Days Gone 2 will be nice. We'll probably just get it in Days Gone Remastered. Days Gone looks so good, especially when you go up close in photo mode. Okay, still frozen? Yes. Sí, soy de Uruguay, Lucas. Okay, there we go. It's back. I don't know why it froze for a second. Oof. Okay, DLSS 3, quality, balance, performance, ultra performance. Okay, let's disable it for now and keep ray tracing off. I'm guessing ray tracing, I'll use it when I use DLSS. Sí, soy de Uruguay. Vos también, de más. ¿Qué dice, compatriota? Yeah, I mean, download more CPU cores. You have to. You were born in '94, so you never played Doom young? Yeah, when I was young, Doom scared the crap out of me. Okay, yeah, look at those textures now. Wow. I mean, after playing on a 4GB GPU, you can really appreciate... And hang on, my controller has no more battery. I guess I gotta plug it in. One sec. Are we back? Yeah, I'm not playing this game with mouse and keyboard. Screw that. There we go. Yeah, the textures, as I was saying, after playing on a 4GB GPU, this looks amazing. Such a big difference. I mean, it's not even close in comparison. Let's try DLSS. Let's see if we can get it to 60. Still pretty demanding, all things considered. There we go. Oh yeah. And also playing this at 60. Let's see how long I can do it. Yeah, that's not close enough. Yeah, but it's so weird seeing textures.
Let's try luring one of those mines closer to the dam.
Okay, gotcha. Excuse me, sir. Sir. Can you follow me? Sir, this way. I have something to show you.
There. That should do it. Let's keep moving. We're almost there. Yep. Still not great.
You think the performance is better in terms of FPS? Yeah, when it comes to FPS and stability, it seems to be better. Very, very few stutters now. At least so far. And again, I'm on a fresh shader cache. There's still some popping when there's camera cuts.
PD?
But that's not so bad.
Tar nest.
I mean, on the 4GB card, they were not even loading properly. It would be nice if you do test the upcoming Metro VR game. But is that game on PC or only on the Quest 3? That's the question. Oof. But hey, high settings DLSS quality works pretty well. And I still need to remember that dodge is B, not A. Bye-bye! %1 lows. I'm not entirely sure, I don't have an exact number, but at the moment the frame time spikes have been very few. I mean, in comparison to before, it's not even close.
Is that?
It's way better than before.
Doglings. You're a long way from Bogano. Do you think I can do that, BD?
Of course you can, you're a Jedi, what the hell, Cal? You like being asked non-game or tech-related questions? Yeah, sure. Ask whatever you want, I'll respond. And if I do not respond, I probably don't want to talk about it. Or I haven't read the comment. Let's see them skills. Endless Hurricane. Vortex Dive. Hold left bumper and press X to dive forward while sprinting. Lunging strike now reaches further. Okay. 2 blaster projectiles in a row. I'll take that, thank you. Would you get a 6GB to test? I'm not trying to add more GPUs at the moment.
Not a bad change of scenery.
But I think 6GB should be the minimum right now. I mean 8GB, but 6 is still okay. Should be manageable.
Had quite the view, ain't it? That your ship came down, Dredger Gorge?
Okay. Nice. Here we're dropping into the upper 50s. That seems to be okay so far. We had a wider FOB as well. If GTA 6 doesn't use some mesh shaders, it will work on the 580 because Series S. Yeah. What the hell are those? I'll stay away. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, I'm about to do the test that everybody does. That is running on the water. Oh my. Ah, still not used to it. Yeah, now it dropped to 47 actually. Whoops. Yeah, so that's the part when I talked about testing. Yeah, if I jump in the middle, it doesn't matter. He won't land properly. That's okay. It's funny how the hair moves though. This is running a straight line. Running on water. Yeah, Naruto Survivor. Anime Survivor. Naruto Survivor though, yeah. Being serious, I think sounds pretty good. Okay. I can finally meditate in the middle of the town. Okay, moment of truth. Yeah, I can see that here the frame times are more spiky already. Okay, I'm remembering which is the button to actually dodge. That's awesome. I'm remembering the controls. So obviously these are screen space. Here it drops into the 40s actually. But it's still screen space. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm getting another GPU at the moment.
Intruder, here! Has a laser sword. In pursuit.
This is not my day to die. Not today. Oh, he's quick. How'd that feel?
Feels great, thanks. Okay. So it drops into the 40s while I'm standing in the water. I don't think it's terrible. I'll honestly just keep it like this. I knew there was an enemy there. But it's always the water. Yeah, it was his day to die. Yeah. I need to sell the 4090, pay $1,000 for a 5090. Yeah, no. My power bill will take care of that. I'll keep my Underworld to the 4090. Thank you very much. Okay. So screen space reflections, although I still think they look okay. I don't think you need to go any higher than this. Let me see if medium visual effects actually affects anything. Yeah, there's less reflecting going on. Yeah. But it's a nice bump in performance. Funny thing, due to my CPU, I still will leave RT off in this game, even on a 3080 Ti. Sounds about right. Yeah, although on medium the reflections are more obviously pixelated. But that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I mean, it's not like the reflections are gone. Let's try ray tracing. Here we go. One sec. 5090 reportedly consumes 600 watts. I mean, they said the same about the 4090 when it was leaked, quote unquote. Okay, RT on. Oh my. Okay. I was expecting worse performance with RT on actually. I could see the the shading pop in of RT. Yeah, we lose like 20 frames. I was expecting much worse. I was expecting to lose 60 frames. 0p at 0 FPS. Yeah, the 3050 can do RT. The thing is, if you're willing to sacrifice the frame rate. What it adds to the game is that now, I mean, there's still screen space reflections though. I mean, if you look there, some stuff is still screen space. And I'm also seeing that the lighting is a little bit different. But I mean, at first glance, it doesn't look that different. Yeah, right now, ray tracing I wouldn't say is worth it. Yeah, I'm also noticing that yeah, the lighting in between smaller objects, but it's still at a pretty short distance. Not sure if ray tracing is affected with the graphical options that I chose. But if you're interested, it works.
We made it.
If you go to the reflective surfaces, of course, you're going to get more drops. So here's the benchmark that everybody's doing.
See, you're stuck in the past.
Just get into water and run.
History.
This is how you do it. So entertaining, oh my god. Yeah, it's still pretty low when it comes to the reflection quality. Cal's hair will occasionally glow without ray tracing. Oh yeah, I saw that at the beginning. I thought it was just me. Okay. So if you don't mind 30 FPS, you can do ray tracing. Personally, I wouldn't do it in this case. I think it still looks good enough like this. Without it, that is said. Let me try and get performance DLSS. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're still pretty far away. Actually, you can see that the ray tracing is scaling with the upscaling. Not sure if I need to restart the game for this to be properly looking. But if you look at those reflections, something isn't right. Also the RAM usage, yeah, we're at 23 gigs. So yeah, this looks weird. Shouldn't have those lines in the middle. So let's very quickly restart the game, just in case. I'll keep it on high. Quality DLSS, and we enable ray tracing. Just in case. Let's just assume that the game is broken. Just like before. Yeah, pixel art mode. Look at those pixel art reflections, oh my god. Best game ever, 11 out of 10. IGN. Thanks, GamesLord. I'm guessing that's because I'm doing AV1 encoding and I'm doing 32 megabits per second. Sorry, 32,000, yeah, 32 megabits per second, so that's maybe why you might see better quality. The GPU, the 4090 is doing a lot of the heavy work while in motion. Yeah, I tried to do high bitrate without losing as much latency to you guys. So I could make it look even better if latency wasn't a thing. But if I play, for example, if I do this live stream at 4K, it will be like over 30 seconds of latency with the chat. So I did it before, but it wasn't worth it due to that. Whenever I play this game, I use DSR at 4K and DLSS quality or balance. Yeah, this is not a bad idea if you don't have a 4K monitor. It's a good way to clean up the image, although it's pretty demanding, more demanding than native. Streaming or having Chrome open. That's funny. 2000 FPS, oh my god! They fixed it! And this is DLSS quality. Yeah, I mean, AV1 is also available with GPU acceleration. So this is the NVIDIA encoder, but the AV1 encoder, which is, it's available starting from the 40,000, sorry, starting from the RTX 40 series, you have AV1 on the GPU level. So I'm doing AV1. Usually AV1 should be used at lower bit rates. But honestly, if I can do a very good bitrate, and I can do it even better with a new encoder, I might as well use it, so yeah. Yeah, despite this being ray traced, there's stuff that is still screen space. I mean, some of the geometry into the distance is ray traced, but then other things are screen space. Yeah, it's less noticeable. It feels more like a polishing thing when you enable ray tracing. It polishes the reflections, it polishes the shading. But that's about it. I think you can live without it, that's what I'm trying to say. Also, the draw distance of the ray tracing is pretty
A
low.
long time. Maybe he knows where the others ended up.
I'm sure if that's a resolution thing.
Past. Marin wandering. Ancient history.
Still, I'm pretty disappointed with the system RAM usage. It's using like 20 gigabytes of RAM. Maybe it's the ray tracing, I don't know, but RAM usage is insanely high in this part for some reason. Yeah, 16 gigabytes will probably be fine. Just don't enable ray tracing. But again, I'm unsure if it's working properly when it comes to ray tracing because the draw distance of the indirect lighting is pretty low. If you look at that thing in the middle of the screen, as I get closer to it, it starts being shaded properly, but I'm like 2 feet away. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there. That doesn't look right. But hey, who knows? Maybe it's supposed to be like that. Okay, if you have 6 gigs of VRAM, maybe 16 is a little bit low, but just don't put textures on high, put them on medium, and don't enable ray tracing. Let me see if I disable ray tracing. Yeah, I mean, without ray tracing, it still happens, but it's not as obvious. I mean, there's way less accurate shading, obviously. RT off now. Of course, with a huge performance boost. But without ray tracing, that area is not shadowed like at all. So that's one of the big differences with ray tracing. But again, you have to be looking for it. But the draw distance of it is pretty disappointing. Whoops. So personally, what the hell am I doing? While ray tracing is nice, I think it's way too expensive on the GPU. Yeah, I think we're better off just playing without it, at least on this tier of GPU. But you can get those reflections removed. But again, let's be honest, who really, in real life, if you're not trying to spot screen space reflections, who does this? Oh no, reflection missing. I mean, I do it to F around a little, but generally my camera is not pointing at the ground, unless I'm looking for something. I mean, it's cool, don't get me wrong, but cool is not 30 FPS better cool. So yeah, I would put medium effects, no ray tracing and DLSS quality, and be done with it. Very quickly I'll show you 1440p. It's funny, the game recommends 1440p for some reason. And at 1440p we're using balanced DLSS. Balanced. Yeah, we're not getting 60s obviously. But if you want a higher resolution, this looks way sharper, definitely. So yeah, 490 with maximum RT and DLSS at 4K. Oh no.
Let that be a lesson to y'all. You come into my outpost, I'll hunt you down and kill you myself.
At 1440p, yeah, I'll probably just try to stay above 30. But 1080p, medium effects, high settings, I think it's good enough.
Positive. Target is injured. Begin your assault.
Toss it.
Continue the assault.
Reduce 2 atoms. Yep. So let me go back to saving. And I'll probably do the 3060. Hopefully EA doesn't limit the amount of PCs that I can test this game on. I'm gonna play it on PC, which is exciting. Awesome. You play it on PS5? Okay. Yeah, you're probably going to like it on PC as well. If your PC is good enough, you'll be able to
Need to center myself.
get better graphics than on PS5. Or, I don't know, higher frame rates somehow.
All right, let's go.
So yeah, with upscaling at 1440p it looks pretty clean in comparison. Let me see if I can save manually. I don't think so. Just played it on PS5 because of the bad PC port. Great choice. Yeah, now it seems to be a lot better. Okay, so I have this one. Okay, I have 2 saves on this one. Let's check the other maps super quick before swapping. Wow. Without low quality textures, this looks amazing. But as you can see, it's way less demanding than the planet thing we were at a moment ago. Kovo? Yeah, this looks way better. But again, before this I was playing on a 4 GB GPU.
Corsair's changed a lot over the last few years. These days, just being outside's asking for trouble.
But the RAM usage is absolutely insane.
Speaking of trouble, let's avoid that patrol.
Agreed. Contact.
Target spotted. Your turn.
Also, the level of detail of the enemies is way better. What's up with the camera? Oh, it was locked to that enemy at the top.
I hate probe droids.
I see you. You're on. Take off.
Oh, I thought it crashed. It's just a tutorial.
That'll teach him.
And look at this guy doing splits. Love it.
Emergency on level 2034. Skylane accident. They think it could have been terrorists. I think it took
Oops. Yeah, I was like, okay, it definitely crashed. No, it was just telling me how to dodge. What's up with the splits? That's hilarious.
Coast looks clear.
I think BD wants you to knock that down.
Because that RAM usage is definitely over 16. Yeah, I mean, I still wouldn't really be worried. Just make sure if you have that 6GB GPU that you're not using high textures.
The Emperor turned the
But this level looks really good. Also performs better than
Take something you love.
the other level I was playing at a moment ago. $3056 same results? Unfortunately not. It will be slower, definitely. Also, you need to use medium textures instead.
You've been working with Saw Gerrera.
It's not only a slower GPU, it also has less VRAM. I wish it was the same GPU, it would be nice.
I'm good at what I do, and I don't ask the wrong questions. Explanation tends to open doors.
At NVIDIA marketing at its finest. He calls it a 3050, but it's not.
We might be able to use that crane to get across the bridge.
Using the Empire's tools against him.
Gotta be a prank, right? Word is there was an assassination attempt. Someone moved against the center.
Let's stay back.
Gutsy to go against the
Yeah, Ryuni 6 down. Yeah, Nintendo hates people having fun. But what can you do? If it's great with a multi-million-dollar company. It's like Disney.
There we go.
Okay. F Nintendo? No, Nintendo will be fine. We are the one that still buy the games. Let's save here again for the next one.
Let's stop for a moment.
They make good content. Let's be honest. I like Nintendo stuff.
Yeah, let's find the crew.
Alright. So for the 3050 I would do 1080p, high settings, medium visual effects, no ray tracing, and quality DLSS. If you're on the 3050, if you're at 1440p, do the same, but unbalanced. You'll not get 60s, but you get better image quality. Let's do the 3060 now. The one that has the most VRAM. I mean, everybody's a Chad in comparison to Nintendo. Let's let's be real. Sony at least gives us PC ports now. Glad you did not delete them. Same. I still have them. There, man, I'm tired of making lots of typos. It's okay, man. We're here to have fun. Let's go. You don't have words for the movies? Yeah. I mean, I enjoy... It's hard for me not to like a game. Movies, on the other hand, there are some that I hate. Yeah, they need to port Bloodborne to PC at least, or if they... I mean, they can, let's be honest here. A remaster would be awesome, but just a PC port would make me happy. Worst thing was me waking up 5 times in the span of 4 hours, trying to sleep, then having to stay awake until it's nighttime. It's definitely too real. What happened to a 1650 Super? Oof, it's been gone for a while, actually. There's been more people asking me to do the 1650 back then than the 1650 Super. I'm guessing that's because it's the one that it's available in most places. And let me turn on the light. Ah, much better. Much better, I'm blind. Yeah, it's still 4 gigabytes. I mean, it runs better, yeah, but the issue is that it's still 4 gigs. And thank you so much, Spencer Walker 21 for the $6.66 donation. He says, just got off work got an Omar Apollo Celeb promotion box from Taco Bell, and your voice is live it's live today. It's good. Well, thanks for that, man. I appreciate it. One sec that somebody ring the bell. One sec. One second, guys. I got a package. Be right back. EA still asking me for my email. What the hell, EA? Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Thanks again. Oh, another donation. Thank you so much, Marco Antonio Bermeo, for the 16 Mexican pesos donation. And as I was reading, thanks again, Spencer Walker 21 for the $6.66 donation. And I'm going to read it again. I just got off work, got an Omar Apollo Celeb promotion box from Taco Bell. I wish I could try one of those. I don't know what that is. And I'm live. Today is good. Yeah, today is good. I agree. Thanks, man. Alright, so let's get back into the game. EA seems to be trying to activate my game multiple times, so hopefully they don't limit me from doing another GPU swap. Chat didn't get much screen time. Nope. Okay, 1080p, high settings RT disabled, and DLSS 3 also disabled for now. Would you say the game is now smooth and worth playing? At the moment it's fine. I don't know after Kobo, or Kobo, I don't know how it's called. But if you're fine in this opening, in this second planet, you should be fine everywhere else, I'm guessing. Although the RAM usage is already pretty high. It's already using 16 gigs. And there's a dog. My neighbor's dog is being annoying again. Oh! Dude. Okay, so here we drop into 47. It's funny, this is pretty close to the previous card. A little bit ahead. But still, I'm standing underwater. How do you fix this? Pretty simple. Go into effects and lower them to medium. Or not. That's weird. Hang on, something doesn't add up. I think I'm at 1440p. The Kovo outpost is very demanding and there isn't any people, just buildings. That's hilarious. Imagine if they put people in there. Oh, okay. I see. I got it wrong. So this is the performance I got on the 3050 when the 3050 was on quality DLSS. So if we're not using DLSS at all in the bad part, which is this one, you'll be dropping into the mid-40s. So this is bad on purpose, let's just say. If I get out of the water, away from the buildings, what happens? Okay. Yeah, still, actually on this one, I think I can get away with epic settings. Actually. Epic settings with upscaling, of course. But it's still not 100% 60 on native res for some reason. Also, I can still see some artifacting around the character on native res. That's so freaking stupid. Okay, if I'm doing quality DLSS, it actually sticks more closely to 60. So again, this is the performance I was getting if I was using upscaling and lowered the effects to medium on the 3050. It's actually faster, which makes a lot of sense. It has to. Despite that, though, we're still using screen space reflections, which makes complete sense. So I wouldn't use ray tracing personally on this one. But you get cleaned up reflections and better shading around certain areas. Use of launcher has to be the worst launcher. I mean, yeah, when it comes to multitasking, if I'm downloading a game on the Steam Deck and at the same time on my main PC, when I launch the game on my PC, sorry, when I launch Ubisoft Connect on my PC, it'll just tell me, oh yeah, there's multiple users playing, and I'm like, no, I just logged in to download a game. Yeah, I mean, SSR doesn't look bad in my opinion. I think we're underestimating SSR because people sometimes when doing reviews, it's like people that review smartphones, they complain about the stupidest shit. And in this case I understand that it's a polishing thing. I mean, it looks way better to have reflections that not destroy themselves when there's something in front of them. like with this tree in the middle. But most people, I mean, the average user is not going to come here and say, oh yeah, oh, the reflection is gone, unplayable, 1 out of 10. Most people are going to be fine with screen space reflections. It's like, as I was saying, smartphone reviewers. Oh yeah, the camera is, I don't know, 5 millimeters, something, and the screen does X, Y, and Z. It's unusable. And I'm like, what do you mean unusable? So yeah, well, I get the advantage. Most people are not going to notice this. But it's cool to have it, I guess. No, no te preocupes, Marco. Está todo bien. It runs better, you need more RAM and more VRAM. Definitely. So now I'll lower it to high. And let's enable ray tracing. Cross your fingers, cross your feet, cross everything. Everything that you can cross it. Playable on Steam Deck, we're going to try it tomorrow. Okay, now we have ray tracing. And well, ray tracing does look better because I look down and stuff doesn't disappear. It's also a lower quality reflection. And a huge performance hit, obviously. And also, the ambient occlusion is a lot better. Especially in those rocks. Also, my GPU now is actually screaming. Animal cruelty? Yeah, sorry. I cannot avoid it. I'm from South America. We like eating meat. Did you mention Taco Bell some minutes ago? Taco Bell is not in Uruguay. Yeah, that was something that Spencer was talking about. That he got Taco Bell. And I was like, I don't know what that is. I don't have one of those in Uruguay. I know as a meme that it makes you do exploding toilets. So I know that you eat Taco Bell, you basically are in the toilet for a solid 30 minutes with fire coming out of your ass. But that's as far as I go.
Well done.
I want to try it one day. Yeah, the RAM usage was already high without ray tracing, but now that ray tracing is on, it's at 22 gigabytes. I'm not sure if the game is basically grabbing all my RAM and saying, oh yeah, just have it please, Chrome is not open. Or if it's really, or if it really requires 22 gigabytes. Spiky frame time, yeah. But I wouldn't call it unplayable. Feels better than before. Especially in the previous map. The first map was way worse. Let's try ray tracing on the other save. Yeah, 10 gigabytes of VRAM. Oh my god! Yeah, I mean, with ray tracing, we were obviously going to be using more than 10 gigabytes. Yeah, when it comes to RAM usage, it's very, very hungry when it comes to RAM. Alright, now back here. I mean, we have ray tracing on, and it's more obvious because of the metallic surfaces. But lots of stuff is still screen space. If you look at those... yeah, those neon signs, they still disappear in the reflection, so... I mean, I get it. It's not that they can do infinite level of detail on reflections with ray tracing. Yeah, this one here still reflects, but it doesn't have the texture. Let me see if this is still there if I disable ray tracing. That would be interesting. The CPU is an i5-13500. Yeah, it's still there with ray tracing. Without ray tracing. I will get a quintillion FPS more. Yeah, this game eats everything you have. I don't know. While ray tracing is nice, I can see the better ambient occlusion. Sometimes better reflections. Many things are still screen space. Okay. Okay, this is ray tracing now. Hold up, guys, I found it. See, here's ray tracing. This is why you lose 40 FPS. I can do this for 11 hours now. Look at me. And if I disable ray tracing, it should disappear. Oh. Okay, it did disappear. We're now doing actual screen space, but it still does reflect on screen space. So many things are missing though, yeah. But see, those are just small details. I thought it was going to be completely missing, but no, they actually put a reflection there anyway. I mean, yeah, I can see the difference, but still. I had to get out of my way to actually look at it. But I would say, yeah, the biggest jump is indirect lighting and certain reflective surfaces. Oof. Thank you so much again, Spencer Walker, 21 for the $6.66 donation. He says Taco Bell is still the king of value in the USA. I know it doesn't really give you the poops anymore than any other fast food. The app is only $6 box. Oh, the app only $6 box slaps. Okay, the $6 box slaps. Gotcha. Once I travel to the US, which should be in November, I'll try Taco Bell. Probably the last day, so I can do whatever I need to in the plane when I'm going back home. Yeah, I look myself in the mirror to look at my back. I mean, just like in real life, right? When I look at the mirror, my back shows up. I try to see my face, and I see my neck.
Dead end. Let's double back. Found something.
Is it worth buying a 1440p monitor with a 3060? If you're going to use DLSS, yeah, sure. DLSS balance should be good enough. Let's do 1440p, now that you mention it. You can see ray tracing in real life, guys. Yeah, I mean, games are to escape reality. Why would I look for realistic things? Realism in video games, I'm trying to escape reality from video games. Imagine these games without DLSS or FSR. Yeah, no, not going to happen. Wow, at 1440p looks so much sharper, it's ridiculous. It shouldn't be that sharp. I mean, considering that it's only like 33.3% more pixels, it looks so much better. Also, we're using ray tracing, by the way.
Take them down.
Give me a stim.
I keep forgetting those explosions. Do you ever notice when the shadows are low in real life? Yeah, I do notice shadows on low in real life. That's called 12 p.m. in in Ecuador. That the sun is like exactly on top of you. Shadows are basically missing there. It feels like you're living in low settings. Oh, I tried to kick him out. Come on, come this way, sir. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, he just doesn't mind that I'm throwing a box in his face. Completely stuck now. Okay, let's see if he gets stuck. I'm leaving without you. Let's see if he can teleport. Bye, good sir. Started this game a few days ago. You don't know there was a patch. Did the texture streaming and random FOV change got fixed? No. The texture streaming, at least on 4, if you're on a 4GB GPU, oh, he went out. Okay. The 4GB GPUs have texture streaming issues, but where I noticed texture streaming problems also was when you're on a cutscene. When there's a camera cut, the textures pop in. Other than that, if you have at least 6 GB of VRAM, you should be good. He's not a Jedi, leave him! Imagine using a jetpack unironically. RT reflections and screen space reflections are not the only techniques. Oh yeah, there's also cube maps, of course. Yeah, the thing is, if they make cube maps at all. Usually it's very time consuming to make cube maps that actually look good. But yeah, that's true. Imagine if you didn't even need to do screen space reflections. Imagine if it was only pressing a button and you get reflections, but 99% of the user base gets 5 FPS. That's basically what happened with Immortals of Avium. I mean, cube maps are nice, but I don't think they are superior to FSR. I mean, cube maps are nice and all, but still. When you move something on the screen, it doesn't update. Let's disable ray tracing now. I almost forgot that I had it on. And I'm going to lower the visual effects to medium. Or maybe let's keep them on high for now, actually. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, thank God, I can go the other way. (2060) 6GB low settings. I would just lower those textures, probably to medium.
I've given you everything I have.
We're here to protect you. I'm sure that's worth a few more credits.
Sí, puede ser, Benjamin. Bueno, en Spider-Man 2 hay cube maps, yo los vi. I miss the days when GPUs only costed $200 to $300. Days gone. See what I did there? I really forgot how to continue this part.
Slow up. Enemies nearby.
Well, if you find enemies, it means you're going the right way. Oof, headshot.
Good work in that scrap.
I've been here already, we gotta continue. Follow the wire.
Some kind of rare mineral, I guess. Yeah.
Days Gone DLSS update. Yeah. PSSR. Anyway, let's go back to the previous part. This is the most you've seen of this game? Same. I mean, I ignored it on day one. I mean, I played it on day one, but I ignored it afterwards because of the stutter. Now it's way better. I mean, stutter is still there, but nowhere close to what it was on day one. Inside cube maps are superior. Oh, disappears when you look at the floor. Yeah, I mean, they should have a cube map right behind the SSR in case the user looks down. They do that super often, so... But I understand that it takes a lot of work. So yeah, what GameSlord is saying is that there should be cube maps here as well. So when you look down, you don't actually have missing reflections. You at least have something that looks like a reflection. I mean, a lot of games do that. It's nothing new, but it takes more work. Just not having anything other than screen space reflections, I think is pretty lazy. You're telling me they couldn't put cube maps in the water? Yeah, Call of Duty has both. Yeah, that's true. But that's been like that for a while. Cube maps are nothing new. I mean, I remember when they were talking about this game being developed super quickly and they were super proud of it and whatever. And look at it now. It's been a year. No, sorry, more than a year. A year and something. A little bit over a year. Wow, that's a good move. Friendly fire! Alright, definitely the town is more demanding. Maybe visual effects on medium fixes the problem. Okay, he improves it. So what I would do is 1440p, high settings, medium VFX, and balance DLSS. Outside of this region, you should be fine. And by fine, I mean above 60 across the board. Although I should restart the game to make sure that there are no remnants of ray tracing around the place. I wonder how trash this game runs on PS4. On PS4 it's actually 30 FPS. There are drops in cutscenes, obviously, but it's actually pretty surprising considering it's on PS4. There's a few videos on YouTube.
Nope. Oh, no.
I think it's 900p on PS4. If the 750 Ti can run it, the PS4 can as well. It also depends on the CPU demands, but yeah, kinda. Workbench.
Other components.
Okay, I'm guessing this is all cosmetic. Such a weird thing to do. Because I'm not seeing the lightsaber so close. It's pretty cool though. Ooh. They really did the lightsabers justice though. This looks super cool. I'll keep it where it was. Maybe green.
I can definitely work with that.
I'm now Samuel L. Jackson, I think. Yeah, it's probably going to be working on Steam Deck. What bothers me here is that the RAM usage is insanely high. That's what kinda scares me about the Steam Deck. We're probably going to be memory, very heavily memory bottlenecked. Okay, base PS4 is 1080p with quality FSR2. Okay, so quality FSR2 is on 1080p is 720p, so 720p. So yeah, 1440p on this one is doable. I will just use balanced DLSS. Let's try very quickly 4K. I gotta restart the game for this. But hey. Yeah, it will be fun to try it on Steam Deck. I'll do it tomorrow probably because I think I'm out of activations. Thanks, EA. Okay, 4K we're going to put it on performance, obviously. And we put the game on medium. But we should restart. Because sometimes my capture card doesn't play well with 1440p to 4K changes. The base Xbox One is 900p with performance FSR2. Okay, that's hilarious. That's 5. Yeah, I don't remember what, but it's below 540p. Still, I thought the Xbox One didn't have enough CPU power to play the game. Yeah, no wonder the game was a disaster for so long. Let's call it Ego. I'll leave it there. Yeah, I mean, it takes a while to make a well-optimized game. Oh, really? I need to log in again? What the hell? No. Don't make me do this. Please. Sad thing is, before Star Wars Jedi titles, Respawn titles had good visuals and good optimization. Yeah, Titanfall 2 is a great example. Yeah. Yeah, it's a highly modified source engine, but still looks good. But probably when they swapped engines, well, more manpower is required. That's my guess. Let me try that again. Yeah, Titanfall, same engine as Apex Legends. Yep. Heavily modified source. PS4 Pro is 1440p, Series S is 1080p. Makes sense. Although Series S has a 60 FPS mode, or it doesn't. So that's 8K FSR Ultra Performance. Maybe. Maybe on the 4090. No, the game is not well optimized yet, but it's way better than on day one, which I guess is not a high bar to surpass, but still. It's way better than before, without a doubt. Alright, 4K. Let's put it back where it was. Medium, high settings with medium VFX. I changed my mind. Of course, no ray tracing at 4K. Performance DLSS. Let's go. The whole studio has changed. Yeah, I mean, that's something that I usually think about. When we talk about a studio of video games, how many people come and go from those studios while a new game is being developed? Okay, this looks insanely sharp now in comparison. It's obviously internally 1080p, but looks way better than 1080p. Oops. Yeah, on a higher pixel count, this looks way better, especially when it comes to foliage. Yeah, this is what it should have been on the first day. I agree. Yeah, exactly. I mean, remember that now you can get the game way cheaper than on day one. So on day one, you paid for an inferior game. But that's usually how it goes. I'm saddened to say. At least I got him. Friendly fire. Imagine it looks better than native 1440p. Yeah, definitely. This is super sharp. It's kind of crazy. At least first month, I would forgive that, but it shouldn't take over a year to patch your game. Yeah, I mean, that just tells you that the game wasn't ready from the get-go. Which, I mean, everybody knew when we played the game for the first time. We were like, dude, not even the resolution upscaling was working properly. I was getting better frame rates without FSR. And it was because the game was internally rendering at a different resolution than what was in the menu. I think it was like at 60% resolution if I was on native. And with FSR it was a higher resolution. It was weird. Weird and broken. Nothing worked properly. Hey, SWO, gotta go. Remember the Cyberpunk release? Yeah, I was there. The Cyberpunk release, I think, was the biggest live stream I've ever done. There were like 6,000 people at some point. It was insane. I couldn't even read the chat. It was crazy. And I remember I also... I mean, I didn't talk much about how the game was when it comes to bugs, because I was looking at graphics, but there were some weird bugs. When I look back at that live stream, I can tell that there are bugs, especially when it comes to ragdoll physics. But I didn't know it was so bad up until I saw more reports on it. And what's up with this? With his head when he's blocking and walking. That looks weird. It looks like his neck is completely missing. I mean, from the back looks correct, but when you look at it like this, his neck is gone. That's weird. But I'll take it. You good, Calcastis? Yes, I'm just using the force. Yeah, it's like the head is floating, but it's just a perspective thing, I guess. Looks weird. I think it's the lack of shadows from the lightsaber doing shadows on his shoulders when walking. I think there's a lack of shading there. It looks weird. It looks weird. I can't unsee now. Force pull something, then hold WA and look at his wrist. Force pull. Oh, but I need something to force pull. But I believe you. He's probably going to have his hand like this, right? Anyway. Before I continue, hopefully, I'm saying hopefully, the game allows me to boot it again, because EA games are famous in my channel for not allowing me to do more than 3 GPU swaps. I'm crossing my fingers now that I can actually launch the game on another GPU without EA saying, hey, you need to buy the game again. Or play in 24 hours. Okay. Let's quit. Yeah, it traumatized him. Yeah, he looked at his game and he was like, oh man, what have I done? I can't believe I'm starring in a broken video game. The Jedi should be better. We'll see if the 4060, if it allows me to do it. Hopefully it doesn't, but I don't trust EA. As you shouldn't either. 3060 Ti is better than the 4060. It's probably on par when it comes to performance, but you don't have the DLSS frame gen. You have to use FSR3. Not a big deal. Wish me luck. Yeah, margin of error differences. Probably on ray tracing stuff, the 4060 is a bit faster, but should be negligible. Unless you're looking at them side by side, I guess. Sup, Iron Man. Hey, Samuel. How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Fingers crossed. Hopefully EA allows me to launch the game. Otherwise I'll have to rethink my life choices. Alright. 4060. EA will probably ask me to log in to EA again. But hopefully it doesn't say too many computers played this game. Okay, yeah, they already told me this. Let's try that again. Here we go. It did this each time I tried to launch the game on CPU swaps, GPU swaps. Yeah, thanks guys. Don't even think about not allowing. Okay, he allowed me to go. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys for the finger crossing. I think that did the trick. Thank God they removed the Nuvo. The Nuvo removal. Also, by the way, the CPU is cooking itself because it's compiling shaders. Bueno, saludos, Mark. How do you reinstall each time you do a GPU test? I don't until I do the next live stream. So the first time I'm actually swapping GPUs, I do only one driver install. NVIDIA refreshes the drivers in the background before I open MSI Afterburner. But more than 4 swaps, I do not do. After 4 swaps, it's like, okay, this driver's gotta go. And that's how I do it, basically. Wasn't the shader compilation super bad on PC? Yes, but they optimized the optimizing game files menu. So now it should work properly. Removal de nuevo. De nuevo removal? Removal then. Ugh, my tongue. Okay, highest settings, no upscaling, 1080p. Let's continue. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, it sounds like a Harry Potter spell because it was a meme they made with Hogwarts Legacy. Because it had the Nuvo. And people were putting on the Steam reviews, the Nuvo removal. It was hilarious. Okay, let's see. We're on the highest settings on 1080p. Oops. Okay, a bit faster than the 3060, obviously. It's like a few frames ahead. But here, I think we can actually just lower the settings a bit. And play at native resolution. So yeah, it's a bit better than the 3060. Oh, GPU name. Sorry about that. Thanks for the heads up. I finally made the graphic for the 4060. I did it. Yeah, probably effects, shadows, and post-processing. So let's call this high to epic. RT off, DLSS off. Let's see if we get an improvement. Barely. I'm guessing this is because I'm on the water, but still. Well, I guess games are made with DLSS in mind.
Now, if only we had somewhere to plant them.
3060 Ti is better. I don't care much about the 4060. Yes, they should be pretty close. So it should be good. Also, I think the 3060 Ti is also a Gigabyte, so... I think the only difference you should be aware of is that there's frame generation. So you're not missing much. Can I enable frame gen without upscaling? Looks like it. Okay, so instead of 60, how much do we get? Okay, frame gen enabled without upscaling. This actually feels pretty good. I can feel a bit of latency though. Although the lightsaber has a small amount of... Yeah, it looks... The lightsaber looks a bit weird. But hey, frame gen actually works pretty well. Although the base frame rate doesn't feel like 60. Yeah, I'm also seeing some ghosting. Oof, the ghosting, Jesus. Never mind. The plants have a lot of ghosting. Let me double check. Also, the menu has ghosting as well. Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, it already had ghosting on the plants, but with FrameGen it's even worse. Okay, 3060 Ti, 8% faster. Okay, so on the 3060 Ti you probably get maybe a few extra frames. Plus, you won't get the frame generation that has ghosting behind the plants. Yeah, the RAM usage is stupidly high. I agree. It doesn't make any sense. So I'll probably go the same route as the previous GPU. I'll put everything on Epic and DLSS quality. With FrameGen, on some UI elements are broken. Yeah. Okay, subtitles makes sense actually. I think it didn't apply my settings now. I think when I enable FrameGen, it breaks the options menu. Yeah, it runs the same with DLSS on or off now. Oh man, what am I doing with my life? Yeah. Let's restart the game. Yeah, 1080p with newer games, that's what happens. TAA makes everything blurry, but on 1080p it's especially noticeable. Yeah, 1440p monitor. I think 1440p is the way to go nowadays, if you can afford it, of course. Yeah. It reminds you of The Last of Us Part 1 PC port. I agree. Except when it comes to VRAM, it wasn't so bad when it came to VRAM. Now it uses more VRAM, but it seems to be more stable, so I rather the game uses more VRAM than being a stuttery mess like before. I forget that there are mods to skip the intro logos. 1080p looks better on 1080p monitor than on 1440p monitor. Yeah, that's true, but still, I think TAA doesn't look amazing below 1080p. Epic. Quality DLSS, good. Now it should be fixed. Yeah, Nvidia does not add more VRAM. If they could do it, but they won't, because people will buy it anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure if the settings are applying. It's running worse than before. Maybe I'm running out of VRAM. $55. Yeah, it's not doing anything. Well, I think we broke it. Yeah, definitely. DLSS doesn't seem to be doing anything. Well, yeah, I definitely broke something. That's cool. I didn't want to play it anyway. I think when I enable frame gen, sometimes options menus break. Yep, still broken. Let me try something else. I'll have to make it difficult. I'm guessing this is on Respawn. Nope. Star Wars game here. Saved, config, here. Crash report client. Oh yeah, I crashed a couple times. Yeah, I think I got it. You have 4060 and had the same issue? Oh, okay. Maybe it's an issue with the 4060. Yeah, smears the image. Same on 4060 laptop. Oh geez. There's an issue with the 4060. Maybe since it has the DLSS option with frame gen, something in the background broke. That's funny. Yeah, Unreal Engine. Okay, FSR worked but DLSS didn't. Interesting. I'll try it on the 4090 later and see what happens. That's so freaking stupid. That shouldn't be a thing in the first place. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this broken stuff. It happens from time to time. I think we just need more time for games to be developed, but you know how that goes. Okay, now it's actually doing its job. Seems to be working now. Just to be sure, let me try the highest settings. Without DLSS, 54. With the DLSS, 54. God damn it. Well, DLSS is not working on this card right now. I'm guessing this is the reason why, because on the other cards it wasn't a problem. So I'm going to do one last thing. I'll disable HAGS, or I forgot the name. HAGS. Hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. If you disable this, DLSS frame gen won't work. So let's try that. As a final resort, we won't let the PC even run the frame gen. Yeah, in Warhammer, FSR looks super like a VHS tape. So, okay, I disable HAGS, hardware accelerated GPU scheduling, because NVIDIA wants you to use it for frame gen on DLSS. Whoa. So this should allow us to just skip it, because the game won't actually allow us to use it. That may actually work, I hope. I hope we're lucky. Yeah, I jumped from 54 all the way up to 54. Oh my god. Incredible. Sí, no es mala idea. Se me ocurrió recién porque lo apagué sin querer la otra vez. Yeah, let's see if that fixes our DLSS conundrum. If this works, we can post it on Reddit and get imaginary internet points. But if that's the case, Nvidia needs to... Well, Nvidia. Respawn needs to do more patches. I'll be here on patch 29 5 years later. Okay. So we have Epic. Frame gen unsupported. Oh no. I wonder why. And let's see. Okay, that fixed it. So guys, if you have a 40 series card and DLSS is not working, disable HAGS or hardware accelerated graphics GPU scheduling. Yeah, there we go. 54 on native. And with DLSS, you get 80. Yeah, you may actually play it now. Well, make sure to do so. So if you guys don't know what's going on, apparently when the game detects that you have a DLSS frame generation compatible GPU, it doesn't work. The upscaling doesn't seem to be working. So all you need to do, this is only applicable for 40 series RTX users. Go to display, graphics, change default graphics settings and disable hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. You need to restart your computer. Once you do that, frame generation won't work, so the game will give us the classic thing. Yeah, I saw it, Spencer. It was awesome. Yeah, Bringus Studios played that log on PS4 Pro and PS4. Yeah, I saw it. It was hilarious. I love his videos. Such a smart guy.
Right here, bud.
Buena, Marco. So what would I do in this case? Well, I'll turn off HAGS first of all and use quality DLSS on the highest settings. It works fine. So now let's break it using ray tracing. Let's see how much we can break it. Asier, ¿todo bien? RT on. Okay. It's actually better than I anticipated. Although we seem to be a bit CPU bound now. Also, the RAM usage is above 21 gigs. I don't know why. It's just ridiculous. But there you go. Artyom! For you, Artyom. So this is actually the card to do ray tracing at 1080p with quality DLSS. So the borderline 60s, this is the card that you need. So if you have the 3060 Ti, you should be able to do the same. Can TSR be used in UE4? Some versions of UE4 I think have it, but on UE4 usually it's more common to use TAAU, but I'm not sure which version of UE4 this is. Okay, some drops into the 50s here. So yeah, if you want to use ray tracing, you can actually do it here on 1080p with upscaling, of course. It's funny because DLSS quality plus ray tracing runs almost the same as 1080p native without DLSS. Yeah, I agree, Steven Camín, tal cual, estoy de acuerdo. I agree with Benjamin. He says, I mean, obviously, this game has CPU limitation. Look at the amount of things going on in that town. I mean, Jesus Christ. So many things going on. I mean, look at this geometry. Yeah, there's more characters than GTA 5 in this small section. So it's understandable. Yeah, we need it on Nintendo Switch now. I mean, look at this next-gen AI. To render these two characters, we need 7 cores. It's too advanced. You guys wouldn't understand, you're not developers. That's what they tell me. Every hair in that beard is cloth simulation, actually. Yeah, I'm looking at your face, sir. Just please look at the camera. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Completely understandable. Anyway, 1440p, very quickly. At 1440p, obviously, we're going to lower the resolution to balanced. And let's put everything on high. Even textures, because we're at 1440p at the end of the day. And ray tracing is on. It has more CPU usage than Middle of Night City. Oh, this is 1440p. And this is balanced DLSS. Holy hell. I'm overcorrecting everything today. So at 1440p, while it's pretty impressive considering it has ray tracing on, I wouldn't use ray tracing on this one. Despite the not broken reflections when looking at the ground, we drop pretty hard at 1440p. I think it's not a good use of your time. Also, the frame times are worse so far with ray tracing. So while you can do it, I do not recommend it. I'll just keep it unbalanced and turn off ray tracing. And keep the rest on Epic, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, instead of Epic, let's put it on high. I changed my mind. High settings, no ray tracing, balanced DLSS. And there we go. And you get 60s like this. The RAM usage. Yeah, the RAM usage is a joke. I agree. Frame gen, For FrameGen I need to actually enable HAGS again, hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. But if I enable that, I'm not able to use upscaling.
We're gonna take you out. That's one.
There we go. With these two atoms. Oh no, it's locked from the other side. Is this a Souls-like? Or is this Resident Evil? Pyro gameplay right there. I'm pretending I understand what I'm doing. I thought this was a pipe. And that's why. "4060 ray tracing better than 3060, yeah. Should be better, but I don't know by how much. Shouldn't be a huge difference. Okay, 1440p, I'll do that. High settings, balance DLSS. Let me do 4K now. 4K, I wouldn't do 60s, obviously. It's a little bit too much. Is there any difference between high and epic? I don't notice much of a difference other than the shadow resolution and the resolution of the reflections. But when you go to medium, I start seeing those cutbacks. Like on visual effects, if I go to medium, some stuff like the reflections disappears closer to the edge of the camera. And also the resolution of the reflection is lower. So high and epic I wouldn't say is a huge loss, lowering from epic to high. But from high to medium, you start noticing it's much more obvious. Definitely. No, not much of a difference. From epic to high, I wouldn't call it a big difference. But from high to medium, yeah, there is a noticeable difference. You can start seeing how the image quality decreases. Again, especially when it comes to reflections and metallic surfaces. And the shadow resolution. But if you're playing on epic, it's not that different from high. If you look at it side by side, you probably are going to notice, but the game itself still looks pretty good. Yeah, I mean, 32 gigs of RAM is cheap, but still. You shouldn't be using this much RAM, come on. Let's be honest here. I think the game is just saying, oh yeah, RAM. Let's chrome the hell out of it. All right. So anyway, I think that's it for now. I've been here for almost 3 hours again, so thank you guys for keeping me entertained. Because I usually did 90-minute streams, but now they extend to 3 hours without me noticing. That means that you guys are keeping me engaged with this, which is awesome. Thank you for that. So Jedi Survivor, let me double check the patch notes, just so we can laugh together. So patch 9, it has a lot of nice quotes. So frame rate improvements of various hardware configurations. Well, we checked the frame rate was better. Several sources of frame rate hitching for smoother gameplay. This is also true, especially on the first chapter. Ray tracing has been optimized for CPU usage and should now scale better with high-end GPUs. I don't have a high-end GPU in this PC, so I cannot really attest to this. But the stutter was less even when ray tracing was enabled, which is good. Fixes for performance related using a mouse as input. I didn't use mouse as input, so no problem. This one is the funniest part of the patch notes. The optimizing game file screen has been optimized. I can now see speed increases from multiple CPU cores. This means more cores, more better when compiling shaders. And now the mouse and keyboard usage on menus has been better, I agree. The Nouveau DRM has been removed. This probably has a lot to do with the improvements, especially when it comes to CPU. When it comes to GPU, this shouldn't be very different. Fix for various intermittent crashes, blah blah blah. Game speed, crashes, an issue where players could fall through elevators at low frame rates. So if you have a bad PC, no elevator for you. But there's one more issue that I noticed on this patch, that is texture popping. The textures don't load properly on 4GB GPUs. But again, if you have more than 4GB, you should be fine. Another bug is that if you have hardware accelerated GPU scheduling enabled on a 40 series RTX card, disable it. Otherwise, the game does not support upscaling correctly. For some reason, if this is enabled, that you need it for frame generation, the game doesn't allow you to upscale using DLSS. Or just not engage DLSS. But if you disable it, frame gen will be missing. Which in my opinion, I think you're not missing much. So yeah, it's better, stutters less, still has issues, but it's way better than on day one, obviously, it has to. I just wish it was like this on day one. Honestly, the hitching is way less than before. So yeah, also RAM usage is insanely high. It went up to 23 gigabytes sometimes, so I don't know what's up with that. But now that I have a save file at the beginning of the game and at the second chapter, I can actually now test it properly on Steam Deck. So I have it installed on the Steam Deck as well. We're going to try it tomorrow. Now I have to sleep. It's almost 8 p.m. And I've been here for 3 hours talking non-stop, which I like. Thank you guys for allowing me to have a way to speak on the platform. So yeah, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did taking a look at it again. And I'll see ya next time. Bye guys. Thanks for watching. It's 5 p.m. there. Good for you, man. Good for you. Thanks, guys. Love you all. Thanks for watching.